Hey everybody, welcome back to Vegas 50 something. Maybe I'll just put that as the title. Sitting here in the car this morning, ready to head off to the airport. We're going to try to do a better job vlogging this trip. Found out last night's going to be a pretty solo adventure for me. More on that as the day progresses. We'll probably give you a look at the airport because it's something new, at least for me. So on my way right now. All right, so we're here at the airport, or what passes for it. A little bit smaller than Kansas City or Omaha for that matter, but recently remodeled. It's fairly nice. There's the Allegiant counter. I shouldn't need to go there. Security checkpoint isn't open yet. Flight is apparently on time. So we'll let you know when we get a little closer to boarding. Okay, up through security, having a beer here, waiting for my plane, which just landed, which is good. Yeah, airport here is fairly nice. There's literally 2 gates, so kind of hard to miss your location. But I think I get to walk out to the tarmac, but maybe not. Actually, it looks like we have one of these things now, so classy. And there is my flight. All right, no fun tarmac walk, but we'll touch base on takeoff maybe. Okay, well, since we've landed, we've gotten our stuff together, gotten a cab, and are in our room here at Planet Hollywood. This is an upgraded room. It's not a standard, what do you call it, ultra hip. So let's take a quick look around before I mess it up any more than I already have. Your bathroom, pretty similar, I think, in size to what you used to. Infinite mirrors, there you go. Anyway, got the commode there, where the magic happens. There you go, Bobby. Anyway, shower, plus the nice soaking tub. Got the twin sinks, vanities kind of thing going on. And there's me. Just got into town. And a little artwork on the wall. We'll take a closer look here at the room itself. And a nice big king bed. Standard Planet Hollywood artwork. Little sitting area. I don't anticipate having a lot of guests, but and a little table. I want to eat some food here. Take a look at the TV, of course, on when you walk into the room. Make sure it doesn't have my room number on here, which it doesn't. And there's no view to speak of, and I was warned that there was no view to speak of, and I guess there's kind of a view. I don't really care. I wanted to get into the room, get on with my day, and that's what I've done. And you have a nice little work area here if you're so inclined. You know, some charging stuff here, and your standard lights, phone. These would actually work pretty good for me, these wireless charging ports, so that's good too. And yeah, so got this room comped for 4 nights along with some free play, and pretty happy with it. Not going to be spending a lot of time here tonight. I'm actually going to be one night on the other end of the strip, take advantage of some resort credit and some free play down at Excalibur. But just wanted to show you around, and we'll continue with the vlog. If anything interesting happens, we'll share it with you. All right, here playing at Hollywood, waiting for an Uber over to Excalibur, check into my second room. I'm gonna meet up with Duder for a couple of drinks, so stay tuned. Okay, folks, we have yet another room that we're gonna show you. We are at Excalibur, of all places. That's me, repping the Steely Dan shirt. And we booked a room here for one night for a couple of reasons. One, the 30 in free play and the $100 resort credit more than made up for the $45, $50 resort fee. And also we were supposed to be down here hanging out with my buddy Mark. We'll mention that here in just a few minutes. And I was going to stay at Luxor, but had an offer for a room here in the resort tower. Supposedly this has been recently remodeled. I can see it a little bit. I only stayed here once before. I don't remember which tower. And it was okay. Not my favorite property to stay at or gamble, but it's not bad. There is, believe it or not, in this remodeled room, there's a little fridge, which was also a selling point because I could have booked a place at Luxor where I planned to spend the evening gambling, but no fridge in that room. So I like that in the morning. Have a drink of whatever. But anyway, this is a remodeled room at Excalibur in the resort tower, supposedly. Once again, not a great view, but it looks like a perfectly adequate room. Checked in here on the app, printed my key at a kiosk, no wait. So please, please, for God's sake, do not stand in these lines when you go to these hotels. All right, I'm supposed to meet a buddy of mine downstairs here for a couple of beers. You might even see a clip or two of that. So we'll go ahead and end this video, and we'll talk to you again soon. Okay, everybody, we are here at Excalibur. We have been hanging out with this guy. And we're really just doing it, waiting for ICE to come and pick him up and deport him. But if they don't, he's leaving in the morning anyway. But good to see Duder, except he's a Steelers fan, which is pretty disturbing. But all right, we're heading over to Luxor to play a little bit, and there you go. All right, let you know if anything exciting happens.
Hey.
All right. I'm here with Duder.
There we are. I'm here with
Wild
JR.
weeds and all kinds of shit.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Vegas tips and tricks.
There you
That's
go.
him.
There you go. So
We're at Excalibur. We got to see each other.
That's right. We hadn't had quite a while at Excalibur. Played at Luxor a little bit. But little boy over here's got to go home really early in the morning.
Off to Canada.
So, but
It was great seeing you, buddy.
It was great seeing you, buddy.
All right.
All right, and we'll be in each other's vlogs.
Cheers.
Later. Good morning. It is Monday, October the 13th. It's still dark because I'm awake at like 5:36 a.m. because I went to bed very early last night after hanging out with Duder for a while. I'm headed downstairs here, and shortly I'm going to have the Excalibur breakfast brunch buffet, and let you know how that goes later. All right, so we're here on the second floor of Excalibur, and getting ready to hit up the buffet here when it opens at 11 o'clock here. Just wanted to kind of show you the food court here at Excalibur, which is actually one of the better food courts, I would say, anywhere on the strip. You got the Cinnabon, Pickup Sticks, Einstein Brothers, Popeyes, Wonder Dogs. Over here you got a Krispy Kreme donut. We're not done yet. We're not done, people. There's more food options. Down here we have a Fat Burger. And at the end of the hallway here we have a Pizza Hut. So, and there's some pretty good deals here. So I guess it makes sense that a place that caters to families, kids, would have a pretty good food court. But this is a good spot, and there's some good deals here. All right, I'm gonna try the buffet here in just a minute. Okay, everybody, we're back in the room here at Planet Hollywood. Kind of an uneventful morning. Used quite a bit of my free play that I had at MGM without any great success, I must say. In fact, outside of that first big hit that you probably saw a picture of, it's been ups and downs, mostly downs. But I'm fixing to go downstairs and start taking advantage of the Caesars 5x tier credit multiplier. Should have a pretty good chance of getting the 12,000 or so points that I need to keep my diamond status. So I'm gonna shoot for hitting about 1,000 today. And I'm gonna head downstairs, play some Keno, some video Keno, maybe some Caveman or 4-card, whatever. And we'll see how that goes. Was supposed to be spending the day with my buddy Mark, Pennies for Vegas. Want to send a shout out to him. He was very apologetic about not being able to make this trip, but he is not feeling his best. So if you know Mark, if you know Pennies, his channel, always such a great source of information. Make sure you're keeping him in your thoughts. Hopefully he'll get to feeling better, and he'll be back in Vegas soon. Like I said, the room here at Planet Hollywood's pretty nice. A few like kind of rough edges though. It looks like it could use a little bit of a refurb cleanup. The room at Excalibur, I have to say, I didn't see a ding. I didn't see anything that looked dirty. It's supposed to be a refurbished, remodeled room there. And I would highly recommend it. It's better than any room I've had at Excalibur or Luxor over the years. So if you can get one of their refurb rooms, it's definitely worthwhile. Okay, I'm gonna head down. My breakfast was good. Nothing spectacular, but definitely hit the spot. Again, Excalibur buffet, a lot better than you'd think it is, okay? So my estimation of Excalibur has gone up on this trip, so. Anyway, I'm gonna head down, gonna play some video Keno, and if I hit anything, I will give you a shot of it at least. And if I do anything else interesting today, I'll let you know. All right, back soon. And from there, so began an orgy of gambling, Budweisers, and occasional snacks, otherwise unknown to man. To say that I really took advantage of the tier credit multiplier would be an understatement. I think once was all said and done, I went from having like 3,000 tier credits to having 31,000. So yeah, I gambled a lot. I did not vlog a bit, other than taking a few photographs. So I'll throw a few shots in here of some of the photos I took, including some interesting deals that I saw. I think there's a shot or two probably of me and Duder, and just a couple other things that caught my eye. So we'll throw that in here. And then we'll go ahead and throw in a few shots of some reasonably nice gambling wins that I had along the way. And there were some good ones. On the whole, you know, it was mostly losing, but there were a few highlights along the way. So let's take a look at those here. finally, before the big wrap up, again, want to apologize for those of you who really wanted to see what went on this trip. And truthfully, not much went on this trip. I was originally supposed to meet up with Ashley and Carson at some point, the Vegas Legacy folks. Was planning on one point going downtown for something they were doing. And they weren't that far away, but I never got around to it. I never got around to hanging out with my buddy Colin from the UK. Looks like he had a great trip though. So it was really, other than that first night, just a solo nothing. I didn't do anything. Went back and forth between Planet Hollywood and Luxor a few times. Actually gambled a lot at Luxor my final day in town. Enough so that I never did get around to going to the show I was going to go to. Never got around to checking out tickets for the basketball game that night. But yeah, it was a good trip. The problem I run into anymore is I really do miss my family and my little boy and my wife. So I don't know when we'll make it back to Vegas. It may be a year or so. But we're safely home now here for a couple of weeks. It's now the Halloween day. Couldn't you tell? I mean, there's nothing scarier than looking at me set out on the porch. But not a bad day out here, to be fair. Getting a few things done before the family wakes up this morning, or maybe early afternoon. But there was one thing I did want to wrap up the vlog with that I thought might be entertaining to some of you who weren't aware of it. We'll come back here and do some Vegas tips and tricks, weekly stuff again one of these days once I'm motivated. But we'll wrap the vlog up with just a short little video that I think captures probably the highlight of the trip. All right, until next time, I hope you have a great, lucky, and healthy week, holiday. We'll talk to y'all again real soon. Bye-bye. Okay, oh my God, baby. Sending this one out to everybody. You're all gonna see this. I think this is $7,584.